Well, here we are. We're officially into fall. You survived the big change, and welcome to your new season. Fall officially arrived yesterday afternoon, and this is our first full day of the new season. Good morning, and thanks for sharing part of your morning with our show. The show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. I'm Tyler Glen. This is the Beach House Beach Bunker. You've arrived just in time. Morning mayhem is about to get underway. Happy Taste It Tuesday, Sunseekers. In fact, coming up on the show today, for the first time in 6 seasons, after 3 years, we are finally going to taste bacon on Taste It Tuesday. Yes! God's gift of food. Bacon on the menu. Maple bacon. Oh, it smells like bacon. The Beach House smells like bacon. It's going to be a glorious day, Sunseekers. Not to mention we have sunshine, above normal temperatures. We were the Canadian hotspot yesterday. There's so much to be grateful for. We'll talk abundance on the show today. Jimmy Kimmel is back on TV tonight. There's going to be a lot of people watching that. I've got my fingers crossed on that. I'm trying to control the devil on my shoulder that says, oh, this could make it worse. He could come out and have a whole bunch of mean things to say. I'm doing this. Oh, I want to hear what he has to say. I don't want to watch. Big changes hastily made on a Monday for Canadian football. There are a lot of Canadian football fans waking up this morning. They are not happy. The CFL, yesterday morning after our show was done, took to social media to say we have got a press conference set for noon local time and made some big changes to the game yesterday. Most fans of the CFL not exactly excited about this. However, they say it's going to make the game more exciting, more palatable, and with numbers not that strong with Gen Z, they got to grow it somehow, and change is hard. Also, Tylenol. It's going to be in your news feed. It's going to be everybody talking at the water cooler, around the coffee maker, family reunions, weddings, social. The next week or so, several months, people are going to be talking about Tylenol. Why? Well, the Trump administration linked it to autism yesterday, and this has upset the medical community, scientists, and it's created a whole new shitstorm. We move off from the Jimmy Kimmel shitstorm to the Tylenol shitstorm. Let's get back on the good news train. How about this? There is a new king of beers we're going to talk about today. It used to be Budweiser, and then it moved over to a Mexican beer. There is a new number one beer in America, and chances are you or someone you love has it in the fridge right now. It's going to come really as no surprise. However, this will be our last show today. This will be it. This will be this will be your last day of work. In fact, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but this is the last day. This is the last day, so I'm glad we're eating bacon today. Has Tyler lost his mind? Well, I believe TikTok. Are you not watching what's going on TikTok? TikTok says the rapture is happening. Today's the day. So I got to wrap this show up. I got some shopping to do. Hitting the spa, getting that convertible I always wanted. Very other interesting unmentioned activities will occur. Because this is it, the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. And I believe everything on TikTok, and I know you do too. Now, everyone's distracted with bacon. It's the end of the world. Hello. We'll tell you why TikTok is saying the rapture's coming today. That is coming up a little bit later. First, let's get outside and take a look at how beautiful the morning is, and it is. We have some fog, and it's because of these warm temperatures. McCreary, Manitoba, the Canadian hotspot yesterday, at 29 degrees. More of the same. And not only is this fantastic on the skin, lots of vitamin D, but at the same time, it's good news for our farmers. It's been too wet. We need to dry things out, and this is going to go a long way to help with that. And so that's first look outside, and taking a look at your forecast. No change in the weather. Man, oh man, look at this. Do we deserve this or what? Yeah! Woo! Summer is never gonna end. Summer is never gonna end. I'm okay with this. Are you okay with this? I think that I'm okay with this until December the 23rd. Somebody had said, as long as just before Christmas the weather turns and we can have a little bit of snow. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 27 degrees right up until the first part of December. That's good with me. 25 today. Our normal, guys, should be 15. We should be frosty and lucky to be putting on shorts today. No, more shorts and sandals, not just this week, possibly into next as well. Look at those temperatures. Bask in the glow of the sunshiny forecast. I am coming undone. Bacon plus Jimmy plus sunshine plus warm temperatures plus beer plus football. What a show we're going to have today. What a show! Whoa! Woo! Zumba Bernice normally shuts the pool down around mid-September. It's gone into overtime. And look at that radar. Nothing on it. Oh, man, this is just going to be a great Tuesday. Greatest Tuesday in the history of the show, I think, potentially, possibly. Hey, welcome aboard, Sunseekers. If this is your first time checking out the show, we're on X and YouTube and multi-platform X, YouTube, and Facebook, and Twitch, of course. However, we move over exclusively to Twitch for Hour 2, so that's a VIP experience only for those in Hour 2, okay? Also, the show comes in podcast form as well, 30 minutes or less. And you can get that at TylerGlenShow.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Google Podcasts, where else? iHeartRadio, all has it there. So check it out wherever you get your podcasts, okay? Bacon. I got everybody's attention. It's just, we should rename the show The Bacon Show. The Bacon Show. Okay, so we'll talk Tylenol, we'll talk beer, never take those two things together. We'll talk Jimmy. We'll talk football. First, a special good morning to all our folks in chat who have decided to stop by and say hello. And again, because it's multi-platform, we've got people coming in from all over the place, and you'll hear us sometimes affectionately talk about lurkers, which are people who don't like to say anything. They just like to watch the show or listen, and that's just fine by us. We love you too. Good morning to you. And people are a little shy. That's okay. Sometimes when there's birthdays or they go on a special trip or they have a once-in-a-lifetime meal, they'll come off the bench and they'll say hi or share a picture, and that's okay too. No pressure. It's just great to have you here for 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours. It's awesome. Thank you, Road Reverend and Pebbles. First two in this morning on Twitch. Polar Bear and Zumba Bernice here too. Zumba Bernice, I think just back from Toronto. Tracy Roger is here too on Twitch, and Janine is over on Facebook. Happy Tuesday, Janine. Cindy is over on Twitch, and Richard has got his pumpkins all carved and ready to go over on Facebook. Nick is here. Happy Tasted Tuesday, Nick. Good to see you. Jody is over on Facebook. KDD4380 is here on Twitch. Good morning and welcome. Welcome aboard. This is our little tribute right over here to Romper Room. Remember how she used to look through there? And if you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you knew all about Romper Room and how she said hello to everybody. And hey, it's my show. I always wanted to do that every day. People who took the time to stop by and say hi. I wanted to say, hey, I see you. Thanks for dropping by, even for a quick emoji and hello. I see you. Like you, KDD4380 over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Quentin is here too on Twitch. Good morning and more bacon emojis. Everybody's excited about bacon. Nobody more than me. And it's maple bacon today. Good thing is coming up. And we're going to start with some pictures of bacon. Oh, yeah. It's a good thing, all right, because I smelled up my entire house last night with the air fryer cooking this stuff for this morning. That is an exercise in self-restraint, I'll tell you right now. Patsy Ann, good morning. Hi, Patsy Ann. Patsy Ann is joining us over on Twitch. Nick thinks they'll change the CFL to the NFL, the Northern Football League. I see what you did there, Nick. I see what you did there. Quentin has a intelligent sports question. Are they going to let them fist fight like the ice game? You mean curling? Yes. Curling has gotten very violent. They swing their brooms. It's throw rocks at each other. Yeah, and those things are heavy. They hurt. Hey, Molly. Molly's just back from vacation. It was a nice big one, but she didn't take many pictures, she told us yesterday, so she's getting a few together, and she will send for Thursday. That's okay, Molly. Welcome back. Glad you had safe travels. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Tracy Roger. Whoa, we got lurkers going on today. This is fantastic. I think everyone's excited about Jimmy coming back. What's the details on that? We'll have those coming up, too. And not to mention, bacon. Bacon. Got bacon. We got bacon. Everybody loves bacon. Should I go to the gym or should I have some pork? Should I go work out or should I have some pork? You know the answer. The answer's pork. The answer's bacon. Come on, let's go. You know it. Loving these temps, hey? ZB loving these temps, me too. Hey, Brenda. Brenda's over on Twitch. Amber White. Hi, Amber White over on Facebook. Good morning. Loving this weather. Being outside. Bike paths are jammed. Get some ice cream in you. Ice cream shops enjoying the extra few days of the season, too. Bacon is good. Bacon is great. Michelle is over on Facebook. Good morning. And she's plopped down a bacon emoji and coffee. I think that the social media platforms have kind of exploded today. Maybe it's not Jimmy. Maybe it's just bacon. Maybe because they're obviously listening to our discussions each and every day. As soon as you mention bacon, it's like everyone loves that. They love that. So it's like, yeah, hey, this guy over here, he's talking about bacon. Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Melanie is over on Facebook. Melanie Lavich. It's nice to see you this morning. And we're already getting into the GT. And that's how we like to start the show. We like to start it with a good thing. Yesterday's good thing and a little bit of positivity. A little bit of positivity to get the day going. So we'll continue our good mornings. This is something we do to start each and every show, and it gets us off on the right foot, and it doesn't have to be big. In fact, the smaller the better. Everybody should feel comfortable sharing something good that happened to them yesterday, and sometimes they'll even send a picture along, which is often fun to look at as we get the day rolling. Derek says, yesterday, GT, myself, and a drummer for his band, Simple Jack, drove to Regina. They got some replacement gear, and and you brought me back a Carl's Jr. burger, didn't you? No, you didn't, Derek. Good morning, by the way. Oh, you got to stop at Carl's Jr., Victoria Avenue. Next time you go. Amber says, why not both, the gym and the bacon? Gym on the treadmill, or bacon on the treadmill, bacon. Nah, I'm not. I know this physique looks like I live at the gym. I am flattered, but no, I am more of Team Bacon. Why not both? Because it gives me chest pain. Is that bad? Good morning. Coffee and bacon, says Angela. Coffee and bacon, indeed. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, one of our lovely sponsors on the Tyler Glen Show. Don't forget, they make a donation to the Bear Clan Helping Hands and Samaritan House every time you pull up the 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Showing you your filters while you wait, you'll get the service your vehicle needs. Quick and easy. Murray's Certified Service Express. At the Skydancer Casino, just 90 minutes from Brandon in Belcourt. Get ready for an awesome Halloween. Epic. The ultimate rock and roll tribute, Hairball's 25th anniversary tour, hits Skydancer Casino and Resort on Halloween. If you like Twisted Sister, if you like AC/DC, if you like Motley Crue, Kiss is huge. Kiss, these guys, spot on. America's favorite tribute band. It's such an amazing thing that they were able to get them on Halloween, because it's really all about the music and the costumes. Let's be honest. An epic show. Pyrotechnics, rock anthems, October the 31st. And, of course, Tracy Byrd, the legendary 90s country star, is also coming to Skydancer mid-November. We'll do the watermelon crawl together. SkydancerCasino.com. And speaking of great entertainment, listen, if you want to laugh your Badinsky off, Elkhorn Resort this weekend, guys. They've got 3 great comedians coming up with the Comedy Invasion, 8 p.m. Saturday at the Elkhorn Resort. Going to be a fun night of comedy. It's just $25 to see 3. What is that, $7 a comedian? $8 a comedian? Yeah, I guess my math isn't too good. $8 a comedian? Come on, this is fantastic. Elkhorn Resort. Clarso Nordic Spa, which, by the way, the spa has beer tasting going on tonight. It's where they do beer tasting with some small appies and rest and relaxation. You get the nice white robe, and it's fantastic at Clarso Spa. So beer tasting tonight, comedy on Saturday, and at the Clarso Spa, don't forget they do those special nights on Thursdays after 6 to 10. They crank up the music. You're allowed to have beverages out on the deck of the Clarso Spa, and they play music, and that's not something that happens all the time. So check that out, elkhornresort.mb.ca. Cindy made some grape jelly, then spent the afternoon over at the lake. GT cleaning up and packing up the camper. Oh, there's a little bit of sadness with that, hey? Little bit of sadness packing up the camper, but I guess you could say you were in a jam yesterday. That's quite a jam. Oh. That's some pretty dark jelly. That's Halloween jelly. Halloween jam. Very good. Very good. That will create much frustration of trying to get the tops off into the future. Thank you for sharing. Yesterday's good thing. Type in GT and let us know what you had going on yesterday. And, Heather was out at the pumpkin patch at the Baker family farm, enjoying the pumpkin patch. What a beautiful family shot this is. There's Heather and the family and Top Dad and Baker Family Farm pumpkin patch. Oh, these pumpkin patch pictures are fantastic. First full day of fall yesterday, or today rather. So hopefully you get out to enjoy it. Oh, Randy had a wedding on the weekend. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Randy's niece got married over the weekend, Sydney and Cooper. And so this is really nice when we've got wedding pictures to show as part of yesterday's good thing. Ooh, it was a little cloudy on the weekend, wasn't it? Looks like you got a little bit of sunshine, or did they maybe kind of fix these pictures a little bit? Sydney and Cooper, outdoor wedding. Thank God it didn't rain. Oh, man. Oh, we got somebody with a little one expecting there. Oh, I think there was a couple that are expecting there. Now I've got Tylenol on the brain. Jeez, these guys, honestly. Oh, there's the rock. Rock and roll. Sydney and Cooper got married. And there is some wonderful pictures. Thank you. Oh, I cut off the top. Hang on a second. The girls and the guys, we got to get that in there. Thank you, Randy. Congratulations to your niece. And thank you for sharing. Good to see you. Good to see you're outside having fun. That's must have been scary leading up to it because we had the weather was just so. Ugh. Derek says the drive was amazing through Saskatchewan. You could see Regina, by the way. Well, the nice thing is, as soon as you leave Moosomin, you can see Regina. It's so flat in Saskatchewan, you can see it for about 5 hours before you get to Regina. Nick says his GT grabbed a Timbits Halloween bucket yesterday. The Timbits, however, did not last long. Support the sponsors. Thank you, Nick. Yay. Good man. You are a good man. You are a good man. Thank you, Nick. Sorry about your Timbits. I always tell people that I dropped them. Oh, I had an accident. I spilled my Timbits. Oh, because sometimes people feel bad for you and they'll like, hey, you spilled your Timbits? Yeah, it was a tragedy. I wish somebody would feel bad for me. Oh, I'll get you another one. Oh, okay. You don't have to get me the bucket. I have it already. This is the new limited edition glow-in-the-dark Halloween Cat Timbits bucket. Holds 31 Timbits for $10.99 plus tax or $4.99 plus tax for just the bucket without the Timbits. The oops, I dropped them on the ground version. And that's not all. Of course, they've got the kitty cat mug that they've got for sale for a limited time, although Cheryl told me yesterday that she may have bought the last one at the one location she was at, which stands to reason because they are so popular. They always sell out. We're talking about the kitty cat mug and the tumbler. The kitty cat mug, just pour in your favorite hot beverage and watch the spooky cute transformation unfold right before your eyes. Each of them are $14.99 plus tax. If you want to get those at your local Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba. And don't forget that coming up on September the 30th, which is Tuesday next week, the Orange Sprinkle Donut is back at Tim Hortons, where 100% of the proceeds help support Indigenous charities across Canada. Tim Hortons of Westman is in Brandon, Verdon, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Zumba Bernice GT from yesterday received a nice compliment from a young lady as I entered the grocery store last night. How sweet. Well, you can't leave us hanging. Compliment how? You got a nice car? What kind of compliment? I like the bacon that you've got, similar to what the Tyler Glen show's going to cook up today. Take the tea, spill it out of your kitty cat mug, spill the tea now. Tracy says, I can tell I'll be hungry once I see the show today. Thanks, Tyler. I apologize. You will be. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Amazing. KDD's GT finally got some weeding done in the flower beds. That's good. Looks so much better. Was an amazing afternoon for this time of year. And guess what? There's more where that came from. Derek says, wish I could have stopped at Carl's Jr. I stopped at Wendy's and had a bad chicken sandwich. Oh, that's okay. Now you know for next time. And that is just kind of a heads up for everybody who is headed that way. It's a good spot. West End, Victoria Avenue, Carl's Jr. Oh, and a nice picture Braden did yesterday. Our son brought home a beautiful colored picture from school yesterday and nailed his second swimming lesson. He is ready to be a lifeguard, little Braden. Always cheer him for little Braden. And so I'm cooking up my bacon in preparation for the show today. It is Co-op Gold, Maplewood smoked bacon. And Tracy's like, oh my God. She comes out of one of the bedrooms and says, oh my God, you're doing bacon? What? I says, yeah, that's my Taste It Tuesday thing for tomorrow. And she's like, oh, can I have some? I'm like, are you kidding? That breaks the coveted Taste It Tuesday rule. All food prepared the day before must last until the show begins. And then once we have tasted it on the show, then I may share. Then she says to me, are there any crumbs? Of course, I had to put the hammer down. I said, no. No, can you smell it? Maple bacon. First time in 3 years, 6 seasons of this show. Today is the day. Today is Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's Bacon Day on the show. Testing the Maplewood smoked bacon. Why do I think it's going to be amazing? First off, I can tell you, when I laid it down in the air fryer and it just instantly smell maple. So if you're maple adverse, not a big fan of maple, you may want to go with the regular hickory smoked bacon, which Co-op Gold also has. But so there will be. I'm predicting a significant maple flavor in this bacon. Which can you get more Canadian than that? Really, I don't think you can. Thanks for all your good things. Geez, you guys, for Tuesday, we kind of knocked it out of the park. I can tell it's going to be a great day today. We're ready to rock and roll. You guys did great. Let's do it again for Hump Day Wednesday. Tomorrow, more good things, okay? We're going to take a quick beach break, and we'll be back to talk CFL. Jimmy Kimmel is back. And Tylenol. 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 What the hell's going on with Tylenol? What is going on? It is time to hit the beach. Let's go to the beach. And where are we going to today? Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Oh, nice beach today. Big waves. Back with more in just a bit. Feel the heat, the waves so fun. Sunseekers shining bright. There's always a beach there for you. Dream big, see through. Living life full in this view. With the sun and sea, dreams come true. Flip-flops, sand in our toes. Where it ends, nobody knows. Catch the vibe, daytime glow. Sunseekers, let it show. There's always a beach there for you. Dream big, see through. Living life full in this view. With the sun and sea, dreams come true. Flip-flops, sand in our toes. Where it ends, nobody knows. Catch the vibe, daytime glow. Sunseekers, let it show. There's always a beach there for you. Dream big, see through. Living life full in this view. With the sun and sea, dreams come true. So we rise up, chase our dreams. Palm trees and summer scenes. Love the life, feel the breeze. Sunseekers living free.
There's always a beach there for you. Dream big, see through. Living life under this view. With the sun and sea, dreams come true. With the sun and sea, dreams come true. Flip-flops, sand in our toes. Where it ends, nobody knows. Catch the vibe, daytime glow. Sunseek.
That is Crown Reef, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Live shot this morning. This is a nice resort that's got a water slide park right by the beach. I have inspired some of the sun seekers to have some BLTs for supper tonight. Yeah, it's always what's for dinner. What's for dinner? It's like the most asked question on the planet. It's funny, Tracy. Well, a couple things. We've got several Tracys who are sun seekers, and my wife Tracy, who has coworkers that will listen to the show to get confused. They're like, "Is that you? Is that sun seekers?" That's why I have to kind of sometimes use the last name or the sun seeker handle where possible to make sure that our Tracys don't get confused. However, our Tracys have that in common. Tracy Rogers says, "I want to have BLTs for supper. Grab some bacon after work." And that's what my Tracy said. That, listen, don't eat all that bacon. Maybe we'll have some BLTs or, even better, Clubhouse. Oh, a Clubhouse with some sliced ham, some sliced turkey. Oh, Clubhouse sandwiches. I almost like them better than burgers. Anyway, I'm a little distracted. Oh, look we got beautiful sunshine. Record-breaking day yesterday. Could be in for more of the same today. Or at least I'm not sure about any records, but I know that we were the Canadian hotspot. Maybe we'll do it again today. Way to go, McCreary. 29 degrees yesterday. We're at 11. Just a beautiful start to the morning. We're getting spoiled now, and quite frankly, we deserve it after all that crappy, cruddy, moist weather we've had. 25 will be the high today, and we'll be in the mid to upper 20s even into the weekend. So let's get out and enjoy it, Sunseekers. Out walking, out biking, out getting some ice cream, out to the store to get some Co-op Gold bacon. Whatever it is, just enjoy that sun and enjoy that vitamin D. And enjoy the day. Enjoy that. Polar Bear says, "Are you going to share that bacon with the Sunseekers?" Well, and here's the thing. I wanted to. I was going to have the big share day today, and, well, lo and behold, the Manitoba government said, "Listen, this is not a commercial kitchen here. You can't be doing that." I would probably cook enough bacon for the entire city, in the entire area. Oh, the government is always standing in the way of the things that we want to do to have fun. All I want to do is have a little bacon and a little Tylenol. Oh, my God. Everyone's talking about the Tylenol. Tylenol. Oh, if you've got some, if your RRSPs or your investments are at all linked to Tylenol, I have some bad news for you. Good Lord. So the Trump administration has said that, and again, it's unproven, that there is a link between autism and a Tylenol ingredient, and if you are pregnant, don't use it. I am just going to throw this out there. Tylenol and comments. That's it. That's all. I'm just throwing that out there. Tylenol. Really, the drug is acetaminophen. Is that the right way to say it? Acetaminophen. It's one of the world's most common painkillers. Now, truth be told, I don't really like taking Tylenol because I had read that it's hard on the liver. Chances are we maybe have a nurse or two in chat that can I guess we can always ask ChatGPT, is Tylenol hard on the liver? But I prefer Advil myself, although if you take Advil on an empty tummy, it throws your tummy into a tizzy. And who wants a tizzy tummy? But when you're looking for pain relief, what are you a Tylenol user? Are you Advil? Are you aspirin? Whenever I fly, I like to take a baby aspirin, just to keep the blood nice and thin. Don't want nothing happening at 40,000 feet. So, officials warned pregnant women against using acetaminophen early on unless they have a fever, and touted a lesser-known drug as a potential treatment for symptoms of autism. The bulk of scientific literature suggests no link between autism and exposure to acetaminophen in the womb, and Tylenol is widely considered one of the safest treatments for pain and fever during pregnancy. Well, my pregnancy years are behind me. I don't think I'll be having a child anytime soon, so I should be in the clear. Is Tylenol hard on the liver? Oh, yeah. It can be hard on the liver. So if you're a beer-swilling, pizza-eating guy like me, you're already doing some nasty things to your liver. Adults should not exceed 3,000 to 4,000 mgs a day. Taking more than this can cause liver damage. If you are a drinker, it can even increase your risk even more. Watch for things like yellowing of the skin and eyes, dark urine, or abdominal pain. Okay, bacon, Tylenol. You know what? I think bacon can relieve headaches. You know what else can relieve headaches? Sex. Lots and lots of... I think that's going to be the next thing they should announce. I think RFK and Donald Trump, and we don't want them to talk about that. We just maybe want some kind of medical professional, maybe from one of the hospital shows on TV, a good-looking doctor and a good-looking nurse to appear in front of the press and say, ladies and gentlemen, we have a medical breakthrough. The solutions to all our health problems are sex. Lots and lots of sex. Sex, sex, and more sex. Now, go forward and get healthy. And then we don't have to worry about Tylenol. However, Quentin's been lied to. He says he thought headaches prevented sex. No, and that's why this health advice is fantastic, that sex is good for headaches, is that the excuse, not tonight, honey, I have a headache, really is a call for help. It's like a SOS, so to speak, an SOS. I have a headache. Perfect. Perfect? What do you mean perfect? Because the latest medical advice, along with, the Tylenol thing, is that sex cures is the best natural pain relief known to man. The endorphins released are fantastic. It's also aerobic exercise. It's excellent for your brain and your muscles, gets the blood flowing. So I guess, Cindy says, well, why don't I just make the announcement? I will. I think if they're allowed to make the Tylenol thing, I'm going to make my announcement right here. I think that we'll just do it. Okay, we'll just make the announcement here, right here, right now. This is breaking news. Breaking news on the Tyler Glen Show. We have some new medical advice just in. The new medical advice coming in from the practitioner general says that sex, and lots of it, is the best treatment for anything that ails you, especially headaches. Doctors advise that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day is likely best. However, advise against sex in public. That's never, I don't, and if you just happen to catch this medical information and you started to get busy while you're walking into the Walmart, please refrain. Please keep your clothes on. This is something for later. But Donald and RFK aren't the only ones with breaking medical news. The Tyler Glen Show. Would you like a prescription for it? All right, here we go. I got a prescription here for you. This just became rated R. What are you talking about? What are you, some kind of... What are you talking about? I'm trying to make light of the Tylenol thing. Can't even be funny. Ryan is offended. His poor virgin ears. Listen, Ryan, here's what I want you to do. Here's your homework assignment. Cozy up to the missus. Just cozy up. Put your arm around her like this. As you're watching a movie, pretend to stretch. This is a classic move, and it works every time. What you want to do is you want to do this. You want to go, like you're gonna go, I'm tired. And then what you do is see what I did there? You take your arm and you put it around the missus. Mm-hmm. She's gonna wonder why you're sitting so close to her. You just do it quietly. Do it quietly. Sit down beside her, and then, I'm tired, and then arm around the shoulder. And then smile at her, and then tell her how lucky you are and how beautiful she is. And then, like lighting the wick on the 4th of July, just sit back and watch the action happen. She will either push you away down to the floor and say, "Get lost," or your headache is about to be relieved. Among other things. All right. Judging from the amount of women who always carry Advil and Tylenol in their purses at all times, I think it's safe to assume what they prefer. Quentin does not sound happy. Listen, I give you permission to use the same trick. Again, so Quentin and Ryan have a homework assignment. They will sit next to their wives, their beautiful wives, and even though they're watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, that's okay. They're going to take one for the team, and they're going to do the classic, tired move. And then we'll report back tomorrow, and this is going to be our control study, our scientific proof that it gets rid of headaches. And Zumba, Bernice would like to add that sex and Zumba, no one ever leaves class in a bad mood. And they're also smoking cigarettes, leaving Zumba. That was the best Zumba class I ever had in my life. Quentin wants to sign up for that class. How do I get signed up? And see, Ryan says he's going to try it. It'll be his GT for tomorrow. My good, and then the show will get rated because we got to keep it somewhat family friendly. You can say the word sex, but you could just say it worked. It's all good. Now, Zumba Bernice's classes for Zumba have already been filled. What's your fancy doctor's name? I'll ask ChatGPT. I need a fancy doctor name. Oh, for me, you idiot. Dr. Glen Hawthorne. No. Well, you're off your game today. Dr. Tyler Glen Fizzlepop. Dr. Tyler Glen Wobblebottom. Dr. Tyler Glen Snickerdoodle. Dr. Tyler Glen Tiddlywink. Dr. Tyler Glen Bumblefuss. I like that one. Hey, Dr. Tyler Glen Bumblefuss. How you doing? Let's have some bacon. It's Bumblefuss and bacon. Dr. Tyler Glen Quackenstein. Ooh, that's a good one, too. Dr. Tyler Glen Flapdoodle. Dr. Tyler Glen Puddlefart. Well, thank you, ChatGPT. Hey, are you a fan of football? The game changed yesterday, and fans are not excited about this. It's as the rest of the country is doing elbows up, it looks like football, Canadian football, is kind of moving the other way.
Canadian football is set to look a little more American, with the CFL announcing adjustments, bringing the league more in line
Touchdown, first of the day, and the Niners lead.
with its mega popular rival, the NFL.
These types of idiosyncrasies have been in our game for a long time, but that doesn't have to be the case.
The changes will mean the CFL playing field gets shorter, down to 100 yards in length, just like the NFL. The end zones will be cut from 20 to 15 yards, but the Canadian field keeps its unique width, still 65 yards and wider
still
than
wider
the
than
American
you.
game.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns
And our ball is bigger. Our balls are bigger.
on the night.
The most visible change, though, comes to CFL goalposts, soon moved to the back of the end zone, just like south of the border.
To what extent are these changes due to the popularity of the NFL in Canada?
Absolutely no percentage of these changes were made because of any type of comparison to the NFL.
You don't want to just stand still and become stagnant, right? And so they're making changes that will augment the league.
Canadian gridiron purists took to social media, declaring tradition was just thrown out the window, and what made the CFL unique is no more.
It Americanizes the game. We're converging. You can see that the stage is being set for further convergence with American leagues.
Even the uniquely Canadian single point rouge will see changes, making it less likely. All of it intended to drive a more exciting game that now often appeals to an aging audience.
And it's changed that if this league is to remain relevant, particularly with Gen Zs, it has to do this.
The tweaks won't come into effect this year, but will be phased in by 2027.
Yeah, and that guy has an excellent point that, we need to attract young fans to the game. And young people, if they're football fans, they're watching the NFL. Now, we can beat them, we can join them. I think that, there has always been this thing, this fantasy. Can you imagine the Winnipeg Blue Bombers playing the Minnesota Vikings, or the Saskatchewan Roughriders playing the Seattle Seahawks, or the BC Lions playing Seattle? I mean, there could be some rivalries there. Look at the game of hockey. If Canada had 2 periods instead of 3, and you have all these teams in the States, I mean, at what point do you have to bring the game in line with the bigger league so that you can potentially play in it? Why not? I mean, it's a game of football. I know there's tradition and there's things that make our game special, but I see this as a good thing. Dennis says, too bad. That's why I liked Canadian football. More challenging. The rouge means you get a single point if you bat it through the end zone. If you make a mistake, so you could win the Grey Cup on a mistake. Ryan says it's dumb. Sounds like a move towards absorption, says Quentin. Absorption, hey? That's a big word. Damn Gen Z. There has to be changes. There has to be. But again, I'm a fan of the NFL. I'm a fan of both. And quite honestly, I think it would be pretty awesome to have the Green Bay Packers take on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. When they had an exhibition game here, they tried to move the goalposts. It was a disaster. The things weren't set up right. It was awful. I think that this gives us an opportunity to edge closer. And the day is going to come. It's just going to come. And you know what? I challenge you. If you watch games outside of Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, the crowds are small. They need to be bigger. Pat is also disappointed. They're just trying to change this to the NFL. Too bad. This is Canadian football. It's more entertaining. Steve says, if I wanted to watch NFL football, I would. How are these changes going to improve the game? Well, I think the best thing they did was move the goalposts. And here's why. When you're playing football and you're going to catch the ball in the end zone and there is a metal pole standing in the middle. Did you see how the pole was wrapped in that report? I mean, I'm a doofus. I'm going to run into the pole every single time. Here we go. This is a good shot of it right here. So you're running in the end zone, and if you look at this picture here, to see that the Gatorade part, that's a wrap around the pole. I'm going to ding that pole every time because I'm just that coordinated. Catch the ball, sure, but in the meantime, I'm going to completely clothesline myself on this pole. Plus, quarterbacks have in some games, they've thrown the ball and it's gone bing off the yellow crossbar. Bing. Why? Put it at the back. Get it out of the way. And so they're saying it could bring 60 more touchdowns. That change alone could bring 60 more touchdowns. The bench changes are insignificant. It's just that, players are constantly changing during the game, and they've had to run the length of the field to make it to their bench, which makes no sense. You're tiring your players out just trying to make a change. Makes no sense. CFL teams would have their breaks beaten off them if they stepped onto an NFL field. Well, I mean, that's why these changes would have to be gradual. They would have to be gradual. And the thing is that there would, obviously, when these two leagues join, this is going to be something that I might not even be on the planet anymore. It'll happen way into the distant future. And by then, there's going to have to be some mechanisms in place. But, I mean, I don't want to hear that the cities are too small. Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of the Green Bay Packers. That city has a population of 250,000 people. That's the size of Regina. Almost every Canadian CFL market is bigger than Green Bay. Winnipeg is bigger. Regina's about 250. Calgary's bigger. Edmonton's bigger. Vancouver's bigger. So if Green Bay can have not only a successful team, but they've got successful people, TV viewership, I think some of that money will help attract marquee players when the day comes that they join the NFL. But I think that's a ways off. In the meantime, Canadian fans are somewhat disappointed. Derek says, "Oh, so we're the NFL now. Cool." Wendy also thinks it's dumb. Andrea says sacrilegious. So I'm the only Canadian. Oh no, Matt Cundill. Fellow podcaster Matt Cundill of Winnipeg says it's a smart move. He was citing the field goals too. Then Tanya jumps in to fight with him. Because, we just needed something else to fight about online. So there we go. Thank you, CFL. We do appreciate it. Hey, we appreciate Auto Fashion, making our vehicles brand new again when they get hit by hail or you get a scratch or a dent. Listen, you've invested a lot of money in your vehicle. So if something happens to it, like a scratch or a dent, it can be devastating. You've made a sizable investment. And so something like that is not going to the auto body shop. You need a quick fix. You need a quick repair, and that's where our friends at Auto Fashion can help. From pesky dents to hail damage, they can handle it for you. Not to mention detailing, inside and out. Autofashion.ca will do fabric and leather protection, paint correction, and more. Again, best thing to do, check out their website at autofashion.ca. Visit them at 255 17th Street North, just behind Lee's Buffet and Best West Pet Foods. Carry your car deserves. Headley's Health Hut, we've got just a couple of days to go. I'm going to be on location Thursday afternoon. Out of the Beach House Beach Bunker. Boy, second time in 2 weeks. Why? Chaos. I can't wait to see the mayhem that's going to unfold over on Richmond Avenue. It's their anniversary party. It goes Thursday and Friday. I'm going to be there Thursday 2 till 3. I'm hoping for a bit of a lull in the action. I hear it's just complete wall to wall. 100 goodie bags worth $300 plus each. Now, those are for the first 50 people each day to spend $100 or more. They get one of these beautiful gift bags. And there's over $10,000 in prizes up for grabs this week, including a Vitamix, a Blackstone Grill, Keurig Air Fryer, Russell Peters tickets, Clarso Spa package, and football fans, tickets to this year's Grey Cup, including parking. Part of the incredible celebration happening this week at Headley's Health Hut, Thursday and Friday, 1314 Richmond Avenue, just east of Murray GM. And as the summer sunshine continues well into Fall Soda's barbecue season, and that means your hamburger and hot dog buns are waiting. Oh, man, you can't go to a barbecue or host a barbecue without having the best buns. And the best buns in all of Manitoba, possibly Western Canada, are Kuiper's Family Bakery. You know their hamburger and hot dog buns are A1. Absolutely fantastic. Not to mention the tray buns, Best in the business, whether you're just going to have them with some butter, melted on top, crack open those soft and delicious tray buns with a nice slab of butter on there. You can taste it, can't you? Just melts in your mouth. Cinnamon buns, sausage rolls, and more. 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner beside Tasties. Oh, Tracy Rogers is going to come and join me on Team It's a Good Move. Change is okay. Change is okay. Oh, so much to talk about today. So Jimmy Kimmel is back, and Budweiser was dethroned by a Mexican beer. There is a new #1 beer in the USA. Oh, and today is the end of days. Let's do that because, we have to say goodbye to our friends on X and Facebook and such. And this might be, our final goodbye. This might be it. Not sure. It's been fun, everybody. Goodbye. TikTok says the rapture is happening today. It's the end.
Here. At least that's what one corner of TikTok is claiming.
My fellow Christians out there, I want this video to help one another.
It's being called Rapture Talk, a convinced contingent of TikTok users who claim the rapture is happening today.
Are we not scared?
It all started with a South African preacher who posted this podcast in June.
God took me to see the future, and then he brought me back.
He claims Jesus appeared to him in a vision, telling him he would return to Earth on September 23rd and 24th, dates coinciding with the Jewish holiday Rosh Hashanah.
Millions of Christians all around the world, including South Africa, will disappear in a split second.
It's a concept that's been explored on TV and in movies for years, from This Is the End to The Leftovers. But now some followers are convinced the worthy will ascend to heaven while the rest face judgment on earth.
Our salvation is in Christ alone.
Some even claiming to be selling all their possessions. One man says he got rid of his car.
I'm catching a flight to heaven in September anyway. Oh, I need the car.
And while others are less convinced,
since this is the Rapture Eve, there's no, calories aren't going to matter anymore.
Some experts say this kind of end times thinking isn't as bizarre as it sounds. Dr. Deborah Kissin tells Forbes, apocalyptic predictions often emerge during periods of social upheaval, economic instability, or global crisis.
And psychologists say doomsday predictions are not new because of social media now. They are just spreading faster. But in that story, it's hard to tell who's serious and who's just playing along with it.
So, on that note, I would like to thank everybody for being here today. And we're going to have an extra hour of the show over on Twitch. The final of the final hour. This is the end, my friend. This is the end, my friend. It's been fun. I shouldn't make fun. I myself am a Christian. But I'm also a fan of the children's nursery rhyme, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Do you remember that one where it's like, it's wolf, 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 and then the wolf doesn't come, and then you start to lose a little bit of credibility there, Tim? So I'm hedging my bets. I will respectfully say farewell and see you on the other side. We'll see you over on Twitch. Cindy says they should interview him again. What happened? We're still here. That'll be Friday's show. What happened? Well, at least I got some bacon in me. Good golly. Hey, YouTube, thanks for being here. Have a great Tuesday. We're going to be tasting some bacon over on Twitch. It's going to be awesome. X, goodbye.